Hey friend, have you ever noticed that big feelings like anxiety or frustration or anger really impact your GI symptoms? I'm Amy, a health coach here at Flip Your Leaf Coaching, and today we're talking about emotion freedom technique or EFT tapping. Now, this was created by an engineer named Gary Craig in the 90s, and it's based on the energy meridians used in Chinese medicine. The idea is that since our bodies run on an electrical current, by tapping in specific places in the body where these currents kind of come together, we can change the way the current is traveling through your body. The theory is when our body is processing big emotions like anxiety or fear or anger, sometimes the electrical currents in our body get disrupted or stuck. And so by using acupressure or tapping in the place of acupuncture needles, we are sort of activating these meridians or these places where these electrical highways are coming together so we can rebalance the system. Now, what does emotional freedom training look like for you? This is an easy peasy technique that you can use wherever you are. It is free. You don't need an app. You don't need any kind of tools or anything to remember. Once you kind of have the movements in your body, it is easy to use. You just pop into a bathroom. You can do it in your car. You can do it walking down the street. And it really does bring immediate relief to your nervous system. So here's what you do. Glasses off. I'm apparently going blind on the internet. Totally worth it though. Okay, ready? So what we're going to do is two pieces. First, I need you to think in your brain. We're going to think of a validating statement. So what is the thing that has brought this emotion to your body? Okay, so I'm going to think about something like, this is a really stressful situation for me, right? So I'm really acknowledging what is happening for me in this moment, and then I'm going to pair it with a supportive or a validating statement, right? So this is very challenging for me, but I am strong and I will get through this. And it's really important that we have both the validating statement so that we're not resisting the emotion that we're feeling. We're really letting it process through our bodies, but at the same time, we're bringing ourselves comfort or trust that we're going to get through so that we're not feeling those avoidant sort of behaviors. So if we think about something like this is really challenging, but I know I can come through, we're going to keep those statements in our brain while we're doing these tapping movements. So we start on one side and then we flip over and we do the other side. And it can be really helpful when you're getting started to kind of rate your feeling before you take any action. So this is really challenging. Maybe I'm stressed out or I'm feeling really frustrated. Where am I rating that on a scale of 1 to 10 so I can see how it moves as I'm doing this tapping technique? Okay, so ready? Get your hands ready, take off any spectacles if you've got those going on. The first thing we're going to do is kind of like a karate chop. So right here, we're going to take 2 or 3 fingers and we're just going to sort of meet the meat of your finger right here. And we're going to say our statement to ourselves. So like, this is challenging, but I know I'm going to get through it. And we repeat that 3 times while we're doing the movement. Okay, so again, just right here on the meat of your hand with 2 or 3 fingers. Once that's done, we're going to come to the crown of our head and we're going to boop right on the crown of our head. And we want these to be a little bit forceful, like don't hurt yourself, but we definitely want to get a bit of a vibration in the body. So again, right on the crown of the head, we're going to repeat our statement 3 times. This is challenging, but I know I'm going to get through. Take some deep breaths. Then once the crown of the head is done, we're going to come to your eyebrow and we're going to kind of boop right here. Okay, so again, we do our statements 3 times. And again, we want to make sure that we're getting a bunch of pressure, but don't hurt yourself. Once that's done, we're going to come right here to the corner of your eye. You're going to feel that little cheekbone there. I want you to boop right there. Again, do your statements 3 times. Then we're going to move over here. You're going to feel sort of the bone at the bottom of your eye. Do not poke your eye. And we're going to do here again 3 times. Then we're going to come here right in between the nose and the lips. And we're going to do here's a little Charlie Chaplin mustache. Do that 3 times. Then you're going to come here in between the lips and the chin. And you're going to do that 3 times. Then we're going to come here to where you feel the bottom of your clavicle, so your collarbone. And there's going to be a little part that's a little bit tender. You're going to sort of, as you're moving your fingers along, you might be able to feel a spot that's kind of a wee bit more sensitive than the rest of it. That's the spot you want. If you can't feel it, no worries. This one you can either do with your fingers. I like to make a fist and kind of really get in there. And to give you an example of how hard you should be hitting, you can hear kind of the vibration happening in my voice. So again, nice and firm. We really want to sort of shake those feelings loose in your body, but please do not hurt yourself. Okay, so once we're done the collarbone, again, say your statement 3 times while you're getting a good vibration in there. The last spot you can't really see on the camera, but we're going to go right where your bra strap kind of ends. So if you're a boy and you don't wear a bra strap, or you're a girl and you're not into bra straps, a-okay, you're going to find your sternum which is that bone that sort of brings your ribs together. Look for your sternum, and we're just going to move right out to the side. So just follow that rib line out to the side, and that's where you want to kind of boop yourself. Again, lots of pressure, but don't hurt yourself. And then we're going to come back to the hand, and we're going to do that again. So all of those, so hand 1 all the way to hand 2 is 1 cycle. And this is a really good place to check in and say, cool, like what moved in my body, right? What sensations have moved? Where did that rating system go? Have I done anything yet? Is anything kind of zhuzhed in the moment? Then we're going to go and we're going to repeat the entire thing on the other side. Now, if you're in a rush or, you're kind of feeling something coming on and you don't have the space to do the whole thing, you will often find that there are specific movements where 1 or 2 of these things are really going to make an impact for your body. Keep an eye out for those. You're going to kind of feel your whole body relax, or everything just kind of clicks into place, or you can feel that sort of breath of fresh air coming into your body, a little bit of relief. Keep those in your back pocket so that if you're kind of in a meeting or something, like I really enjoy the clavicle one. I have some clients who really enjoy the eye ones. And in a meeting, just kind of like, excuse me, I'm feeling much better now. It didn't look totally obvious. Some clients just kind of like rub their eyes a little bit, like, oh, like, okay, I don't know what's happening. But there are lots of ways that you can kind of pull these into your life where you do not have to do the whole thing. But if you have the time, I really recommend this. A lot of my clients find it helpful before they're going into a meal, especially if they're going into a meal that they feel like they're maybe not in control of and that's causing a little bit of stress for them. Using the EFT tapping technique, they're able to calm down their nervous system enough that if they're going to have a response to a trigger food, fine, but it's not kind of shrouded in this worry or anxiety that something's going to happen because your nervous system is feeling nice and relaxed. So let me know if you try this technique. Definitely let me know if you have any questions below, and I will get right back to you. But yeah, don't forget to rate your symptoms at the end to kind of see how they shift using the technique, and keep an eye out for which movements are most helpful for you. See you later.